Hey guys, Viking 82 here, back with another Viking Orations. Got another review for you today, and this time around I'm going to be talking to you about the debut EP from the band Tribal Gaze, entitled Godless Voyage, released just this year through Desert Wastelands Productions. And if you're not familiar with this band, they are a death metal band from Longview, Texas. Not quite sure when they exactly formed. I was not able to figure out that information. But in the ranks, you have Zachary Denton on bass, Ian Kilmer handling the guitars, Quentin Stouts also handling guitars and drums, and finally McKenna Holland on vocals. As I said, this is their debut EP. 6 tracks, clocking in just over 19 minutes in length. And this is just another solid release by Desert Wastelands Productions, in my opinion. The intro to this EP is just suitably creepy, kind of like you're entering, an evil cave somewhere, or you're descending down into hell. And then you get this little cymbal countdown, then bam, you're hit with the nice, heavy, chunky guitar riffs. And honestly, the opening reminds me of Nile, specifically from the Black Seeds of Vengeance album. You get those dun, 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 dun guitar riffs, and that immediately made me think of Nile. Overall, the guitars have a thick, heavy tone to them. You get a nice mix of these mid to fast-paced guitar riffs with the heavier, chuggy moments and some pinch harmonics. And at times, I hear some Cannibal Corpse influence to some of these riffs as well. The bass tone is equally as thick and heavy and can be easily heard in the mix. It really gives all of these songs a nice solid backbone, I think. The drums, much like everything else on this EP, are heavy as fuck. Just really nice double bass work, some good rolls and fills, solid blast beats. I mean, it's just straight up death metal drumming, nothing overly flashy or anything, just, pounding away on the drums and just, it's death metal. That's how you play death metal. Vocally, McKenna kind of delivers these really deep growls here with some occasional screams, and he kind of slightly reminds me of the late Joe Tychek from Broken Hope, but not quite as low and definitely more intelligible than Joe Tychek ever was. So yeah, a few of the things that I picked out while listening to this. Track number 2, Until the Savior Returns. At 1 minute and 43 seconds in, you get this, high-pitched riff that leads to a really nice solo, ending with a kind of a variation of that exact same riff, which sounds really cool to me. Track number 4, Unrelenting Nothingness. I really dig that really slow building intro to this song, and that opening, once it actually, hits full speed, it's just absolutely headbanging. It's one of those songs, as you're listening to it, you're just like, oh yeah. And then finally, track number 5, Valley of Suffering. Really good title right there. 52 seconds in, all the instruments just drop out, and you get this kind of ethereal sounding synth part before you get another cymbal countdown at the 1 minute mark, which signals the return to the really slow blast beats and the chuggy guitar riffs, but yet the keyboards remain in the background very briefly before just slowly fading away, which I thought was a really cool effect. And then actually that main opening riff, and another one that occurs about the 227 mark. I mean, actually that whole section there at 227 just gives off a bit of a Morbid Angel vibe, which is definitely not a bad thing whatsoever. Overall, I think this is just another solid slab of Texas-style death metal. Lots of heavy yet catchy riffs, thick bass, and absolutely killer drum work with some solid blasting, topped off with just some nasty-sounding death growls. I am definitely looking forward to seeing what else comes from these dudes. I was lucky enough to get a copy of this. I know they had a first press that sold out super quick, and then when they announced a second press, I hurried up and jumped on it, and I'm really glad that I did. So yeah, go check out Tribal Gaze. I will leave a link down below to their Bandcamp so you can listen to it for yourself, pick up a copy, and support this band. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.